Hi everyone, I'm a little bit sick, so that's why my video yesterday was really late. Today's will probably be really late because I'm actually recording it today instead of a day earlier because I've just been sick, and you'll probably be able to tell from how I sound, but I'm a little congested as well, so I probably sound ugly. Alright, so it's Wednesday, and since I'm still following Daily Grace's format, it is a day to review things. I would have reviewed fashion at the Oscars, or the Oscars in general, but I knew that's what Grace would do, and lo and behold, that is what she did today. I didn't want to copy her to that extent. So instead, I'm going to review something that I really like, the TV show and books for the Game of Thrones. I'm just going to review the TV show, mostly. So if you haven't seen it yet, the Game of Thrones was a TV show on HBO, and it is really, really good. As far as I know, it's just about to come out on DVD. If you have HBO, you can watch it on HBO Go. Otherwise, there are other ways to watch it that I do not promote or endorse at all. But whatever you do, I really highly suggest watching it by whatever way that you can, as soon as you can, because it's really, really compelling and good. The reason I like the books and the TV show is the sort of thing that folds out over the first book is so engrossing and so much that you fall in love with a whole bunch of the characters, and the characters that you don't fall in love with, you hate with a fiery passion to where every page you turn you're just going, I really, really hope this character dies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review the first season of the TV show and talk about which characters I really liked, which ones I didn't like. So if you haven't seen it, this is a really good point to stop watching it if you care about spoilers, because I will probably say something like this character died and it made me sad that could ruin your viewing experience. Actually, here comes a giant spoiler about a character who dies. Me and my friend Gemma, we were watching interviews with the person who plays Khal Drogo because she found him incredibly attractive, and he was doing an interview for his movie Conan the Barbarian, and then the very first question the interview asks him is, so, you're dead on Game of Thrones, how does that make you feel? And Gemma went into a fury because she had been spoiled by an interview for an entirely different property, and so yeah, I don't want to cause that for any of you if you care about that sort of thing. Even though at this point, now you know, Khal Drogo dies. The Starks. Throughout the entire series, I am in love with Bran Stark. He's one of my favorite Stark kids. But my favorite are Jon Snow and Arya, who... I love Arya's character and her sort of arc that she takes in the second book, which the TV show starts so soon. The arc that her character takes is really, really great. Bran is really interesting. I'm kind of worried that they're not going to introduce the two characters that he interacts the most with in the books, because I'm pretty sure they came at the end of the first book, but they haven't been introduced yet, and that sort of really worries me, because I like them. Who are the other Starks? Sansa. Everyone really hates her in the TV show so far, but all I can tell you is that she gets so much better. She becomes like a strong woman, and she really... There's a few points in the TV show where you see her and you're like, this character really has the potential to grow, and she does. So there's that. Eddard Stark and Catelyn. It's weird. In the books, Kat is one of my favorites. The actress they got for her for the TV show just doesn't really fit in my head. I remember a few times in the books her being described as just as beautiful as Cersei Lannister, just kind of homely, because, you know, she's had 500 kids and she lives in the frigid north. And so I imagine her just a lot different. Speaking of Cersei, she's my favorite. Out of the evil characters, I just really, really love her because of how deliciously evil she is all the time. Every decision she makes, I'm just like, really? Not even Satan would do that. But somehow she just manages to keep it going. Tyrion, who is beyond, he's really, really great in the show. I really like just everything about him. He really deserved that Emmy. The character is really great, and the actor who does him is also really great. And it's just a really solid character that I think will just stay pretty much awesome through all of the seasons. What's his name? Viserys? Really remember. The brother of Dany, they picked the perfect character for him. Actually, this is how I got my friend to watch Game of Thrones, as we were watching Doctor Who, and there's an episode, The Family of Blood, that he's in, and he is so creepy. And I'm like, he's so creepy in the Game of Thrones too. This guy is perfectly cast. And yeah, I think that he's like perfect for the character. He's just so smug and annoying, and every time he's on screen you're like, I want you to die. I want you to die so hard. And then he does. Danny is great. I think they should have given her purple contacts. I saw a whole bunch of people complaining that she like seemed too weak, but in the first book she's pretty weak almost the entire first book. You know, there's the glimpses of her telling people what to do, but it's always backed up with, I'll tell Khal Drogo. So it's never, you're gonna feel my wrath, it's you're gonna feel my husband's wrath. But she towards the end, of course, she builds into being a really, really strong character, and that goes forward. Even though later on I really don't like her. She grows out of being one of my favorite characters. But essentially, my favorite thing about the TV show is the amazing sets. I saw a video reel of all the places that they shoot at, and it's just really beautiful how much of it is not green screened. A lot of the crowds are digitally added in, and like, you know, the scene where they're looking down at all the Lannister tents, a lot of them are added in, but the entire surrounding area is still 100% real, and it's just so beautiful. I think that's one of the best qualities of the show, and why I'm so happy that it's on HBO, because not only do we get to see Renly have a gay affair, Renly, but we get to see just really a network that cares about its show and puts so much into the budget that it comes out being really, really incredible. Alright, so as I am sick, you can hear I might be dying. I'm gonna call it quits for this video. I want you, if you've seen Game of Thrones, to leave a comment telling me what your favorite part of the first season was, what your favorite scene was, hands down, of the first season. And then, if you've read the books, I want you to tell me in the comments what part of book 2 you're looking forward to the most in the next season. So do that. Also, please share this with all your friends on Facebook. I would love you so much. I'll even give you a kiss. If you ever see me on the street and you say, Keith, I shared your video, I will give you a kiss on the cheek. No mouth, no tongue. It's just inappropriate, really. So yeah, that's it. See you tomorrow. Bye!